Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen Amma ba'du fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim Alhamdulillahi Azza wa Jal. Today we are going to start Madani Qaida series, like English Madani Qaida series, and in this series I will teach you all rules and all lessons of Madani Qaida with tajweed inshallah. First of all, I will teach you like rules, and after teaching the rules inshallah I will teach you lesson. Like today we are going to learn, for example, today we are going to learn this lesson, like lesson 1, and before reading this lesson I will teach you rules, and after teaching the rules I will teach you this lesson. Like we will read this lesson according to rule. So this way inshallah we will learn whole Madani Qaida. So first of all, I will tell you what's name of this lesson. Today we are going to start lesson 1, and first of all we will know the name of lesson number 1. What's name of lesson 1? So lesson 1 name is individual letters. Okay, haruf mufridat, like it's called in Urdu, but you are learning in English, so that's why you should call individual letters. You should read Arabic alphabets, so it will be good for you. Next question, how many mufridat letters? Mufridat letters mean alif to ya. One letter is called mufrid, but there are more than one, like more than 1, 2, 3 letters, mufridat letters. So you will have to call them mufridat. One letter is called mufrid and more than one are called mufridat letters. So alif to ya, all letters are called mufridat. So question 1, how many mufridat letters? So mufridat letters are 29. Like Arabic alphabets are 29. So question 2, how mufridat letters will be pronounced? Mufridat letters will be pronounced in Arabic accent. Like some people pronounce these letters, Arabic letters, in other accent. Like they are pronounced in Urdu accent. Urdu is a one language, and they are pronounced in Urdu language. But that is wrong. These are Arabic letters, and these letters should be pronounced in Arabic accent, not in Urdu accent and in another accent. So question 2, how mufridat letters will be pronounced? So mufridat letters will be pronounced in Arabic accent. Okay, just in Arabic accent, and avoid to pronounce in another accent. So some people pronounce like be, te, se, he, he, toin, zoin. That is like majhul and wrong, and that is not Arabic accent. Arabic accent is ba, ta, sa. I will tell you in detail how you can pronounce these letters in Arabic accent. Now we are just learning the rules, that's why just concentrate on the rules and understand. Question number 3, how many musta'aliya letters? Musta'aliya mean some letters of this lesson are read with thick voice. Some letters of this lesson are read with thick voice, so their name is musta'aliya letters. So how many musta'aliya letters? Musta'aliya letters are 7, like kha, sad, dad, ta, wa, ghain and qaf. And if you pronounce one by one, then you can pronounce kha, sad, dad this way. But if you want to pronounce these letters combinedly, then you will have to make a combination, and combination will be khussa, dautin, kil. Okay, combination will be khussa, dautin, qid. And remember one thing, these letters always will be pronounced with thick voice. These letters will not be able to be pronounced with thin voice. Okay, remember this thing. Next question, how many letters are pronounced from lips? So 4 letters are pronounced from lips, and these are front of you: ba, fa, mim and vav. Next question, how many Safiya letters and how to pronounce? Safiya letters mean some letters are pronounced with whistle sound. Some letters are pronounced with whistle sound, like you will have to make whistle sound before reading the letters. These are 3, and za. I am pronouncing this letter, but before reading this letter I am making whistle sound, like za. You can understand sin and sod. Okay, we have to make whistle sound before reading these letters, so that's why these are called Safiya, like whistle sound letters, and these are 3. I hope you have understood all questions. I'm going to revise one time again all questions in order. What's name of lesson number 1? So lesson 1 name is individual letters, right? Next question, how many mufridat letters, like how many individual letters? So there are 29. How mufridat letters are pronounced? So Mufridat letters are pronounced with Arabic accent. In Arabic accent, we can't pronounce Arabic letters in another accent. Next question: how many Mustaliya letters and how to pronounce? Mustaliya letters are 7, and Mustaliya letters are pronounced with thicker voice. And if you want to pronounce the all Mustaliya letters combined, then combination will be Khussa Dawtin Kil. So next question: how many letters are pronounced from lips? So there are 4 letters, and these are ba, fa, mim, vav. Last question is: how many Safiria letters? Safiria letters are 3, and Safiria letters are za, sin, sod. Like these letters are pronounced with whistle sounds. Safiria letters mean whistle sound letters. So I hope you have understood all questions. If you have, I would like to suggest you, if you have a notepad, you can write down these questions. If you write these questions on your notepad, then you will be able to remember for a long time. And if you want to teach to other one, then like these questions will be helpful for you. Now let's start this lesson, and I'm going to tell you how you can pronounce all these letters in Arabic accent. So listen to me carefully. First letter is alif. Some people pronounce it alaf. Some people pronounce it alif. Like some people stretch this letter, and some people don't read in Arabic accent. So we have to read alif. That is perfect way to read in Arabic accent. Alif. Then ba. I am stretching this letter equal to 1 second, right? But why I am stretching equal to 1 second, I will tell you in lesson number 7. But I will have to tell you in this lesson why which letters will be stretched equal to 1 second and which letters will be stretched equal to 3 seconds. So can you see like horizontal line, this line is called mad. Okay, this sign is called mad. So if any letter has this sign on it, that's mean you will have to stretch equal to 3 seconds. Like this letter has sign on it, like horizontal line, mud on it. This letter also have this letter, this letter, this letter, this letter, this. All letters not all letters, like a lot of letters have this sign on it. So if you see this type horizontal line type sign on the letter, that's mean you have to stretch equal to 3 seconds. But if any letter doesn't have, like ba doesn't have this sign on it, this type sign, horizontal line type sign, ba doesn't have, ta doesn't have, right? You can see fa doesn't have, and like ya also doesn't have. So if any letter doesn't have horizontal line on it, mud on it, that's mean you have to stretch equal to 1 second. But if any letter has mud on it, like horizontal type line on it, that's mean you will have to stretch equal to 3 seconds. Okay, so now let's read ba. I can't read this letter like be. Be is wrong, totally wrong. That is not Arabic accent. If you want to read this letter in Arabic accent, then you will have to pronounce it ba. You will have to stretch equal to 1 second, and you will be pronounce it ba. Then ta. I'm stretching them like 1 alif, 1 second, because these letters don't have mud on it, right? Next letter is sa. Then this letter has mud on it, so I will pronounce it, I will stretch it equal to 3 seconds, like Jim. So next letter is ha, and ha doesn't have mud on it, so I will stretch equal to 1 second. And ha, this ha is pronounced from middle part of your throat, and make sure like before reading this letter you will have to make this sound. Okay, because these are 2 letters. First one is ha and second one is ha. These letters are similar, but ha is pronounced from middle part of your throat, and this letter we have to make like this type sound before reading it. And this letter is similar like ha and ha, but ha is pronounced from middle part of your throat, and you have to read this letter with deeper sound, like ha, right? So these letters have similar sound. That's why you will have to make like clear difference between them. So you will read this letter ha. Understood? Next letter is musta'aliya, right? All blue letters are called musta'aliya, but you shouldn't look at the colors. You should learn these letters by heart. So this one is kha. You will pronounce this letter with thick voice because kha is musta'aliya one, and don't move your lips. Okay, don't round your lips before while pronouncing musta'aliya letters. So you have to read this letter kha, then dal. I stretched it equal to 3 seconds because this letter has mud on it. Okay, so next letter is zal. I would like to tell you one thing here. Some people pronounce this letter like zal, but I have told you, I have already told you, just za. This letter can be read with whistle sound, and this letter is here. We can't pronounce like this letter ra and zal with whistle sound. We can't make whistle before reading these letters like zal. It will be wrong if you read zal. If you read this letter with whistle sound and this one as well, so how will you be able to recognize which letter is za and which letter is zal? So if you want to read clearly, then you will have to read this letter without making whistle sound. Like when you will touch your tongue with upper teeth, then whistle will not come. You will be able to read easily zal, zal. Touch your front side of your tongue with upper teeth, then whistle will not come. Zal, this way. Okay, so next letter is ra. When ra will come single, like without any sign, like sign mean zabar, zer, pesh, right? But when ra doesn't have any sign top of it and below it, then ra will be read with thick voice like ra. Okay, ra. When ra is single, then you will have to read with thicker voice ra, this way, ra. Now next letter is za, but za is Safiria one. ठीक है, za is Safiria letters. So za is Safiria letter and you have to read with whistle sound. Za, right? Za. Then seen is also Safiria letter. So you will have to read with whistle sound. Seen. Next letter is sheen. Then sod. Sod is Safiria letter. Sod. So you have to make echo sound end of this letter like saw the. I didn't make echo sound end of any letter. Like I didn't read jim like dal, zal. I didn't read because that is wrong. You will have to make echo sound end of these letters like saw the, dod. Echo shouldn't be made end of other letter. You will make echo sound end of just these letters. Sod, then dod, right? Then musali letter is to, lo. You can't pronounce this letter with whistle sound like zo. It will be wrong. I have told you just za will be read with whistle and with like hard sound. Zo will be read politely like with soft sound and without making whistle sound. Lo. You will have to touch your tongue like front side of your tongue with upper teeth, then you will be able to read this letter without making whistle sound. Lo. Then ain. This letter is little hard, but if you practice 10-15 times, then you will be able to pronounce easily. Ain, ain. Okay, then ghain, fa. Next letter is musta'aliya one, so you have to read with thicker voice. Qaf, kaf. These are two letters and they have same sound, but first one will be read with thicker voice, second one will be read with thin voice. Remember this thing, these are different letters, they have different pronunciation and they have different translation. Okay, so you will have to make clear difference between these letters. First one will be read with thicker voice like qaf. Second one will be read with thin voice like kaf, this way. Okay, these letters will be pronounced. Next letter is lam. Next letter mim. Some people pronounce this letter like mim and this one like lam, mim. They take sound into their nose, like lam. So that is wrong. You will have to read this letter without taking sound into your nose. You will have to pronounce it lam, mim, then noon. This letter, like some people pronounce, they do same mistake. They take sound, like they take sound into their nose, like they pronounce this letter noon, noon. So that is wrong. You have to read with you have to read this letter without taking sound into your nose. You will pronounce this letter noon. Then wow, wow. Then you will have to pronounce this letter. You will have to pronounce this letter from middle, like bottom part of a thought, like with deeper sound. This way. Then hamza. Then ya. You have to remember one thing. This letter is started with ha, and this letter is finished on ha. So you have to pronounce from middle, you will have to pronounce from bottom part of your thought, hamza, this way. Then it will be read perfectly. And last one is ya. Let's revise all letters one time again, and I will tell you now, like with short way, how to pronounce. Alif, stretch this letter equal to 1 second. Ba, stretch equal to 1 second. Ta, read sa letter but without whistle sound, like you can't pronounce this letter sa, that is wrong. You will pronounce this letter, will be pronounced without making whistle sound, sa. Like if you can't pronounce without whistle sound, that means you will have to touch your tongue, front side of your tongue with upper teeth, then this letter will be read perfectly, like without whistle sound. Sa, sa. And stretch equal to 3 seconds because it has mud on it. Jim. Then ha, stretch equal to 1 second and pronounce from middle part of your thought. Next letter is mustalia one, stretch equal to 1 second and read with thicker voice. Ho. Then stretch equal to 3 seconds. Dal, and don't make echo end of this letter like dal, it will be wrong. You will have to read without making echo end of this letter, and you will have to stretch equal to 3 seconds. Dal. Then this letter will be read without making whistle sound, and you can't make echo end of this letter, and you will have to stretch equal to 3 seconds. Dal. And next letter is ra. When ra will be single, then you will have to read with thicker voice. Ra. Then za. Za is Safiria letter, so that's why it will be read with whistle sound. Za. Sin is also Safiria letter, and we will stretch equal to 3 seconds. We will read this letter with whistle sound, and we will not make echo sound end of this letter, like sin, sin, it will be wrong. We will read it seen. Okay, and this letter will be read like seen. We will have to stretch 3 seconds equal to 3 seconds. We can't make echo end of this letter, and we will read it sheen, and sheen, it will be wrong. We will read it sheen. Next letter is sod. Sod is Safiria letter. We have to read the whistle sound. We will have to stretch equal to 3 seconds. We have to make echo end of this letter, as well as we will have to read with thicker voice. Sod. Okay, we will pronounce it sod. Then dod. Okay, this letter will be stretched equal to 3 seconds, as well as with thicker voice, and as well as you have to make echo end of this letter. Dod. Next, to. To is Safiria letter, Mustalia letter, that's why you have to read with thicker voice. To. Then lo, you have to stretch equal to 1 second and without making whistle sound before reading this letter. Lo. Next letter is ain. You have to stretch equal to 3 seconds, and you can't make echo end of this letter, as well as this letter will be pronounced from middle part of your thought, like ain. If you read it ain, if you make echo end of this letter, then it will be wrong. You will have to pronounce it ain, Understood? Next question, next letter is ghain, and ghain is musta'aliya letter, and you will have to pronounce with thicker voice as well as stretch. You will have to stretch equal to 3 seconds, and you can't make echo end of this letter like ghain. Ghain, I'm making echo end of this letter, so it is that's wrong. Avoid to make echo end of this letter. You will have to pronounce it ghain. Then fa will be stretched equal to 1 second. Fa. Next letter is qaf, and it will be read with thicker voice as well as it will be stretched equal to 3 seconds. Qaf. Next, kaf. This letter will be pronounced with whistle sound, with thin sound. Kaf. Next letter is lam, and you have to stretch equal to 3 seconds. Don't make echo end of this letter like on meme, as well as don't take sound into your nose. You will have to pronounce it lam. Same thing for meme, same rules for meme. Meme and noon will be read like meme and lam. Noon. Then wow. Ha will be pronounced from bottom part of a thought. Ha. Then hamza. Then ya. I'm going to read one time again. Alif, ba, ta, sa, jim, ha, kha, dal, zal, ra, za, sin, shin, sad, dad, ta, ظا, عين, غين, فا, قاف, كاف, لام, ميم, نون, واو, ha, hamza, ya. This way this lesson will be read inshallah. If you couldn't understand anything, you can ask any question by using my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is front of you. You can ask any question if you couldn't understand anything. Okay, so inshallah I will try my best to reply you. If you like this video, then like and share with your friends and family and relatives. Inshallah I will come in your next class, and we will learn the lesson number 2. So remember me in your prayers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.